All right. So there we go. What's up, Barbie Nation? Morgan Strong Comic here, and just doing a quick little unboxing video. I had the I can't even say the word, the distinct, there we go, honor and privilege and just amazing opportunity to finally meet my wonderful narrator, Lexi Evans. We live about 5-6 hours from each other. Got to do an Amtrak, which I've done before, but then I had to shuttle, and they said it was a double-decker bus, and it was like a giant, like 4-seater van that holds like 10 people. It was bright red, and I thought that was hilarious. But that drove me the last half of the trip. And then Lexi picked me up an hour from where she lives, and we just had an amazing time. You connect to a soul, but, nowadays with the internet, we don't have to meet all these friends. But, obviously, most of the time you want to. And to meet someone so beautiful and golden that you treasure, and then find out they're even better than your wildest dreams and your anticipation to see them and your expectations of them just from your interactions online are already very high. It was amazing. I felt so comfortable, so welcome. Her whole family was divine, and we had a great time. I got to see a lot of cool things. Let's see, some amazing restaurants. We went to a creperie that was really good. We had Casey's Pizza, which is a Midwestern thing we share. Sent it to Logan, our other Three Musketeer in New York, which he doesn't get why we love Casey's Pizza. Lexi is gluten-free, so the crust is quite a bit firmer. But most of the weekend, most of the gluten-free things I tried were very good. So like the sauce covered it, or I didn't really taste much of a distinction. So I'm glad. I know she said it's been a lot of experimentation. So I'm glad she's doing healthier with that. Bless her heart. I have an orange citrus allergy. They are very respectful of that. But yeah, I had at the creperie, we had shared an ice cream s'mores crepe at the end. And then I had these creamy mashed potatoes for the side and a half Belgian waffle with cheese and bacon baked in. And it was divine. It was incredible. So that was a great way to start. They took me to a lot of good places. For my first Mongolian grill, they were great with allergies, cleaning and separating our noodles. So that was fun. I mean, I love pasta, so endless pasta. That was good. Went to a place called Whitey's, which is a very famous Quad City area ice cream shop. And it was very good. I got, salted caramel, butter pecan, and like a brownie turtle, I believe. And they all actually mixed really well together. I was very impressed because I told them I like my ice cream melty. So we did that. We got to go to an interactive Van Gogh exhibit that was traveling the bigger cities. St. Louis apparently had it for a while. And it was about 20 minutes of you go through these kind of cool exhibits. There's some selfie sections, but then it's basically like quotes, things from his life, from letters that his brother shared, his brother Theo. You heard about him a lot. So you'd read those on the screen. That took about 20 minutes. And then the show is a 35-minute loop. So you go in this giant room where even the ceiling is completely interactive. And it took all of his paintings and made them literally like come to life around you. So I did a small video. I did a whole bunch of little clips because I wanted to, be immersed in the experience. It's about 12 minutes. I put them all together, put them on YouTube a couple of days ago, and My Goofy Life for public. It's for the public to view. So you guys are more than welcome to go ahead and check that out. And that was really fun to do with her and her daughter, Alana. I saw a live action Little Mermaid again because they really wanted to see it. We saw it in the fancy theater with like the reclining chairs. They didn't have heaters though, like in mine, and one in Festus, which is kind of interesting, but still great. Still enjoyed seeing it again. They had a good time. We got to go to the bookstore. We went to Books A Million, which is always fun. And then we went to Barnes & Noble, which was also fun. But I was very disappointed because at Barnes & Noble, they got rid of their teacher discount. And I did not get a notification of that, which was a free program. You just had to renew it every year. You showed your ID badge that you worked for a district. And you got 20% off everything in store and online, which I thought was very nice. I could see them maybe cutting back to just books or like stationary stuff, like educational tools. I get that they don't have to buy my Funkos, although I didn't mind them buying my manga and Funkos by any means. But yeah, I got no notification, and the lady, she was like, "Yeah, I wish they would have done that." So I was a little miffed at that. So to make up for it, since I was clearly unaware, they gave me a free year of their premium program, which is 10% off everything I get online and in store. And I get free shipping no matter how small the order, which is nice. Although Barnes & Noble before, it's only $35 free shipping. And when you buy books, that's like nothing. That's like maybe at the max 4 mangas if they're cheap mangas. Usually has 2 or 3 books. You guys know how it is if you're a book reader. So that was never a big deal for me to get free shipping. Barnes and Noble. Or I'd find like a $5 keychain or bookmark and throw it in there if I needed that extra to get the shipping. So, it wasn't a big deal. And then I got, every year you get a free tote bag, and it's like a real fancy, like $20 canvas tote bag. So I'm like, I love totes. I keep finding more now that I've been cleaning the house. I found like 12 more that I've used for other things or stashed away, and I cleaned them up. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't know if I need any more tote bags. I mean, it's very nice. Don't get me wrong. I got one years ago that from Barnes & Noble, that's still going strong, knock on wood. But after the year's up in July, it's $40 a month. And I'm just like, I just don't know. They do have the stamp system, which I'm pretty sure as long as you have an account, that's free. So for every $10 you spend in Barnes & Noble, .com, I'm pretty sure it's just .com, you get a stamp. And then after you get 10 stamps, you get $5 or $10 off. I'm sure it's 5. So it's kind of like Hot Topic in that way. And I'm like, again, with books, that's not hard to do. I don't know if they stay permanently. I don't know if they're limited. I don't know. I did get to use one a couple months ago, a discount for stamps. So I don't know. I get they're changing the system and stuff. I'm just like, okay. Luckily, Books A Million still had their 20% off teacher discount card. And I'm like, please, please, please stay. Because it's stacked on top of the manga sale they were having. So they had a manga sale, buy one, get one 50% off. And then I still got 20% off all of that. So that was awesome. I could see them not stacking, and I would respect that. And I know used books they don't use it for because obviously they're already marked down, or clearance books. But yeah, Books A Million, if you keep yours, that's going to really up your market in the teacher gang because we're a pretty good demographic for bookstores. I know I think they said 97% of people who shop at brand bookstores are like avid readers, and the other 3% are like just people like randomly buying a Christmas gift for somebody. So, and teachers are a big market in that. So yeah, don't lose that, Books A Million. Okay. Barnes & Noble, okay, change can be good sometimes. I like your stamp system online, but you could have kept the teacher discount. Even if you modified it a little bit, I would have been a little irritated, but respected that. But yeah, it's not getting a notification. That really didn't sit right with me. I was also a little bummed that I found out from BAM. I knew Barnes & Noble has denied me several times, but BAM also will not allow me to do book signings because I am what they call print on demand, which is what small press is. Small press or indie press. So, they can't go through my company and buy a bulk set of books. So in my mind, that means they would have to go, like, let's say they want to buy, if I ever had a book signing there, they'd buy like probably 200 plus copies of my book, make the people buy it there beforehand or during, so they get the money, and then I would have to sign it. So I'm not getting profit. They don't want to pay me any profit. They're just giving me the space to sign. And I guess my company then would give me the percentage that I would owe if I worked for a company, which is not very much. So it's a catch-22 because I'm like, how am I supposed to better myself if nobody gives me a chance, I mean, there's indie authors that do it, but it's very tricky. And I've done a lot too, and everything keeps changing. Amazon's being weird. Amazon's being very weird. Lately, a lot of people are getting mad at that. I know they're going to like Instaspark or Ngram, one of those two, to do their printing, which somehow collaborates with Amazon, but is also against Amazon. So I know my friend Robin just loves the covers, though. She says the printing quality is much better. And I know my packaging for everything has been terrible lately. And I hate saying that word, for Amazon. I've had so many bent books like slammed in my mailbox, which granted that could be my mail person as well, but they see an envelope and they're like, oh, it's going to fit. I wish they would put them in those little single book or, that could fit 2 small book or Tetra boxes they used to have. So at least that way, if it's slammed in my mailbox, the book inside is protected. So I don't know why they're doing those, the cheap things that look like puff balls when you break them. Probably cheaper. But yeah, I just had a book, manga I've been pre-ordered and waited for a long time to go damage. So that wasn't fun. And then my friend's book that I just ordered, his first book, also was delivered that way. And he had a whole bunch of issues too with Amazon. So there's that. My last Hot Topic order I'm going to show you was beaten to heck. Like, it was beat. The box was. It's still intact, but it was like, it was a decent sized box. And it was like that big. And it was concaved and they literally just inside too, just threw everything in there. So that was a multi crime with different organizations working together. So I'm like, I guess they just don't want to have these items. I have no idea. But anyway, I'm digressing. Let's go ahead and open some stuff. So I am seeing Barbie today, like I said, with my mom. I got this finally at Hot Topic when we went to Knoxville. They never had my size online, so I'm excited about that. And then I've just got simple things like an old 90s clip because, I'm a 90s girl, 90s, early 2000s. And then Barbie usually has flowers. I'll probably do my hair some way. And then this is a Sailor Moon. It's pale pink. It's hard to see in the camera. But it's a camus, like a cameo. And it made me think of like classic Barbie. So, and I might put some jewelry on or maybe I'll put some more, depending on how I want to do my hair. I don't know. I'm going to have my pink sunglasses. I'm going to wear my pink yoga pants. Pink socks, which will probably be my Power Ranger ones. But hey, socks. She's trying to open the kitchen door. Socks. Okay, bye. She's being weird. Okay. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. So here's the free canvas bag that I got. It's very nice. Like I said, it's $20 retail. It's the same design, but they only get 3 colors. I almost got the blue, but I thought black and gold, those are my school colors. So yeah, premium organic cotton tote. Ooh, fancy smancy. And it's got a nice inner pocket in here too. Okay, so let's grab a couple things. So I got this, it's on sale at Barnes & Noble. It was a set of 3 of them. They were different Van Gogh paintings in small journals. I don't need journals, but there was only $8 for all 3. So to commemorate our friendship and our special day, Girls' Day we had, I gave one to myself. I did Starry Night for me. I did the cafe for Lexi's daughter. Then Lexi, I got the flowers. So we all have a little journal to remember our day because I'm all sentimental like that. Okay. And then I got, that's a Hot Topic there. I got Zuko, That's Rough Buddy. And him and Sokka have their trip. And then I got a new moon sticker. I don't know why I got the new moon, to be honest. I have a button of this. I just grabbed it, I guess, because they were like, Morgan, it's Twilight. And I'm like, yeah, Twilight's awesome. And then I got those heart pins last time. But now I have Artemis and Luna, which I found in the button bin. I've had Pale as the New Tan, which is so me. And then I got 2 Golden Girls blind bags. They're always sold out online. So I grabbed 2 of those. So we'll see what we get there. And this one I was super stoked about. So it's the giant robot as a figure. I usually see him as like a model, which I'm terrible at models, but it's him as a figure from Castle in the Sky, my favorite, very underrated Studio Ghibli film. And this one I got at Books A Million. Oh, no, Barnes & Noble. So I still got him for 10%, but not as much as I wanted. And then I got, that's a random case right there. I got 2 books for sale. So I got Cinder and Glass. This has been on my list for a while. It's only $7. Hardback, looks brand new. It's by Melissa de la Cruz, who did like Cinder, Scarlet, the Lunar Chronicles. I did read the first 2 of 5 books, and they're not bad, but I just could not get into the hype. My friend is a librarian for the middle school I used to work at, also agreed with me. So, and that's fine, but she's got other works too. This one looked really interesting. I love spins on fairy tales. I'm thinking of maybe writing a couple myself one day. So yeah, I always loved fairy tales anyway. And then I love Kirsten White. The first series I read of hers was when I started teaching as an assistant like 10 plus years ago, called Paranormalcy, which is a trilogy. And one of the characters inspired Chief that I wrote from the Hunter and Bringers. And it's just a really fun take on the magical world. And I've gotten every Kirsten White series I can. I've never heard of this one. It's the Excalibur Curse. Well, if it's about Morgan Le Fay at all, I'm all for it because everybody connected me to Morgan Le Fay. I got some not nice names called, but I think she's an interesting character. I like the world of Camelot. And yes, so it's Guinevere, Lancelot, Merlin, all that fun stuff. And it actually is a book. I wasn't sure if it was a graphic novel. And I love that a lot of authors now are doing actual, like, beautiful, like, not cartoon, I guess animated style drawings. And part of me is kind of like, I kind of started that. So I think I got that one for also like $6 or $7. Again, hardcover. So looking forward to that. I'm sure it's a series from the way it is. And I've got most of her books currently. I've done research and a lot of socks is in the bag. A lot of them actually did get on sale on BAM just because they ordered too many. I haven't had time to read them yet. Or if they were older ones, I found them on eBay for pretty good prices. I have a sponsor now that I've cleaned my office. He's going to go right by my desktop. I have Eternal Sailor Moon on one side because she was big and with her wings, she kind of stuck out weird in my figure cubby. And she has her hand like this, but she looks awesome. So I think this big guy's going to go on the other side of my computer. So I have Eternal Sailor Moon and a giant ancient rock creature protecting my computer. What's better than that? All right, let's go ahead and open our Golden Girls. So this one has up to 11. Yeah. 9 regular with 2 secret. I can do the pop trick. I don't have any. Thank you, socks. Don't have any of these. Oh, I think that's Rose. No, so Sophia. That's Sophia. Yay. I was a bad girl last night and ordered 2 special Funko sets. I don't need any more. I'm just organizing. I just organized my Funko space. And I just figured out kind of where I want my 9-ish, 9 or 10 that I bought. Last night I figured out, I haven't put them there yet, but I figured where I wanted them from the convention. Yes, Blanche, my girl. My Southern Belle partner, Blanche Devereaux. Always a pleasure. So, yay, awesome. So, yeah, they've got some fun, different ones in here. And I know they've got different Golden Girl sets because I got from another one, I got Rose in her play outfit. That's a really infamous episode. And then I got Fernando, her bear, with his ear cut off because that little mean girl. Daisy, I think was her name, cut off the bear. So I got that actually hanging in the kitchen by my little beanie plush of Blanche I got from Hallmark. And my Golden Girls are at the top. So anyway, speaking of the Funkos, so the Walmart had a set where it was all of them together, all 4 of them, and like some of their classic sleeping outfits. Hi, Jacob. Sorry, I didn't look at the comments, bro. Good to see ya. But yeah, so I got that, and I'm like, yeah, I totally should have not bought that. So I got that, and then I got a Lion King rare one, which is like a Hakuna Matata. It's a scene for the Disney 100, and I didn't even know. Apparently, I was at Walmart, and I didn't even know it existed. And I was looking online, and the cheapest I could find it online was like $62, and I was like, well. I typed it up out of curiosity's sake, and Funko just happened to have it directly from the manufacturer for its regular price, which is $40. And because I got 2 sets that cost over $65, I got not only free shipping, but I got a free Funko as well, like a smaller Funko. So I picked Michael Jordan, and because that actually was on my list. So when he was one of the options, I'm like, oh my gosh. So that was really cool. So should I have spent that much? Probably not. But I essentially, I got 8 characters because there's 3 on the Hakuna Matata, Michael Jordan, and 4 Golden Girls. So I have an idea where I'm going to put them too. It's just I'm going to have to do a little bit of rearranging, but all that fun stuff. 25. No, Jacob, that means I'm getting old. No. Oh my goodness. You're only as old as you feel. Some days I feel 16. Some days I feel 100. So that's what my grandma taught me. Okay, so I did get something Twilight because that's how 45. Okay, well that's not horrendous. It could be worse. You're older than me, but you've always been very wise. So okay, so my big order, I did get a Twilight backpack. Okay, I'm one of those people. It's my generation. Get over it. Came out when I was in high school. And it's not like a super fancy backpack by any means, but it's got 2 of the pouches here. It's got these drawstring things, which is kind of weird. I might take those. No, I can't take them out. I might be able to clip keychains on them. I don't know. And then I like that. I was hoping it was the crest on here, but it just says Twilight. But I'm like, okay. But it does have the quote. So the lion fell in love with the lamb, which is good. And I got the little pouch here. Pretty sturdy. It's stretched pretty good. The backing is that nice mesh, and this is soft, so that's good. And you're probably thinking, don't you have backpacks already? And I'm like, I do. I use them for conventions, and I organize them. So I love my mini purse. Not mini, like my mini, like my smaller Loungefly purses, which I have a lot of those actually. But when I go to conventions, this way I can pack like snacks. I pack like an extra shirt because some conventions are super hot, or a hoodie in there if I get cold. I can put water bottles in the side. I've done that before. I also have tote bags in there, which I can pull out if any of us need. I usually put like 3 or 4 because I fold them flat inside what they call technology carrier in the back of most backpacks nowadays. Or if they're small items, I can just put them in there. And I can carry a few other like extra things versus my mini purse. Actually, on the train with my Kingdom Hearts one, so I had an extra shirt, a hoodie. I threw in my mini backpack like full. That was heavy. Oh my gosh. And then on top of that, I squeezed my emergency beautification kit, I call it, which has like mini deodorant, mini lotion, mini spray, tissues, chapstick. Like it's an Inuyasha one. It's like that big. And then somehow on top of that, I squeezed a little pouch that had like mini bags of like Ritz crackers, chips, napkins. I had my mini fork and spoon set, my mini metal straw that folds out of its case. I had like 4 packs of chips. And then in the back, I had my Wally and Eve long, I think it's like a pencil case, but it had like my portable charger and some extra chargers and stuff. My headphones were in there. So it was very tight, but you're only allowed 2 bigger bags, and they have to be a certain weight and certain measurement for you pay an extra $20, and then 2 carry-ons. So this was my carry-on, and then my big pillow Jeffrey was my second carry-on for the train. So luckily I kind of cheated. I used one of my tote bags to put the stuff I bought from Iowa, and then I stuffed Jeffrey at the top, even though he mostly stuck out as my other carry-on. They don't care as much as long as you're not making a huge ordeal about it. But anyway, yeah. So I got my Twilight backpack here. Oh, I've had goat cheese, Jacob. Oh, yeah. You melt it and dip it on chips, man. That stuff's good. So it's got a little side pocket here. Got some goodies here. But yeah, it's got a pouch. I hate when they do that, though. Like, just keep that up here because I'm not going to look what's inside my pouch unless it's like just a repeating wallpaper pattern. Okay, So I got some lanyards because, I need more lanyards in my life. I got Sonic. Watched the new Sonic Prime. Watched it in 2 days. Absolutely loved it. The ending. Crazy. But it's got my boy Shadow on it. And I've got a place to hang all my fun lanyards now in my spare room. So that's fun. I got a Sailor Moon blind bag pin. I've never seen these before. And I've seen these design. Well, I've seen the Luna design. The other designs are very similar to the keychains, but they are hi socks. Sorry. But they're just slightly different. So I hope I get Venus. I know. Yeah, my husband and I watched that a week or so ago. And they actually the final champion battle was done so well. They brought all of the stops for the animation. Hearing the theme song, the last little part of it, like the old school theme song, was so nostalgia, and it was just so over the top, but in the best way. So we were just very in awe by it. So kudos to Ash. I'm going to miss him. I hope there's nods to him. I don't think he'll be in the new series, but I hope there's nods to him. Or maybe we'll see some minor characters or friends that Ash interacted with in the new series. I'm not sure how much time has passed. So that will be interesting as well to see. But yeah, my favorite part is now that Ash has won, you think he'd have to stay around like Leon unless he's training and help other people or take on challengers. No, he's like, I'm still good at Journey. He's never satisfied, and that kind of cracks me up. Like I enjoy that enthusiasm, but I'm like, it's such a shonen protagonist quirk, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. You're the winner. Winner, chicken dinner, the ultimate winner. You don't think you're going to have a target on your back? And now that everybody watched the televised version, they see how fantastic Pikachu is. So I feel like he's going to be fighting all the bad guy bosses now. And some already have a vendetta against him because he's taken out their plans in other anime series or movies. So, I think this eternal 10-year-old is going to have a lot of problems. But speaking of Pikachu, I got this cute little Pikachu looking ready for battle necklace. The scene with Pikachu, though, at the end, like trying his best, that made you go, like in the I guess memory flashback, whatever Pikachu was having. Oh, that was so touching. Like that really brought the feels to both of us. So I got a Pikachu necklace, and I got these cute little. I like these cord bracelets now because I can tie them easier, and they do break on occasion. My Sailor Moon symbol one never fit right. It broke a lot. But then I have the charms. I can use them for craft projects because I have a craft box. But I got Eevee and Pikachu, of course. Because the rubber ones, apparently, like, you're not supposed to wear because I keep getting notifications when I order them from Hot Topic. I'm like, now be careful. In the state of California, these could be possibly, cause cancer. And not that I don't take that seriously, but I'm like, and only the state of California? I don't know. I have to research it, but I mean, we wore rubber bracelets all the time when I was growing up, like back in the day. Okay, and then I got some shirts. So, okay, this is like the third or fourth time this has happened to me recently. Hot Topic says they're women's sizes. So I order a little bit bigger because women's sizes, if you don't know, tend to be smaller because we have curves and hips and stuff, to accommodate for. Okay, respect that. I like that fit. If it's unisex, which usually it means it can fit both male or female, but they aim it more towards a male size, then I get a size smaller than the female because it's bigger. It's just how it is. Okay, so I got an XL because, Hot Topic runs small. And I'm not skinny or gorgeous or anything, but whatever. I still want to feel comfortable in my clothes. Because it said it was men unisex. And I'm getting it. And unless it shrinks a whole ton, like that is too big for me. Like I could wear it for sure. And it'll fit, but I'll probably have to tie the sides or something. But I do like the design. I've been wanting a Girls of Mario shirt, and I love the tie-dye here. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but it's got purple and a little bit of white and mostly purples, whites, and pinks. But I love Rosalina. I love Daisy, and Peach is awesome too. And my kids would love this too if I wear it. So I just have to tie it and wear like an undershirt underneath it. And Illuma's on there. So super cute. I did buy a Daisy shirt years ago of like her game avatar 3D one. And I didn't care for it, how it looked on me or anything. So I ended up selling that. So I'm glad I got that. And then I did get this guy because I've always wanted a shirt with this guy on it. And this one looks kind of small, so I don't know. And this one I ordered an XL. So I got my boy Mewtwo, and it's in purple. So that's my favorite color. It's my power color. Stretches a little bit. Okay, so this one I feel is going to be kind of small. So I have no idea what's going to happen. It's pre-shrunk cotton, so it might shrink a little still, which I hope it doesn't. But this one shrunk. My Barbie shirt shrunk more than I anticipated. Luckily, it still fits. But I was kind of like, oh, okay. Yeah, I got Mewtwo. My boy. I need a ponytail shirt. I want a ponytail shirt with all the ponies. Okay? So, regular form. And shiny blue form. And, of course, the Galarian form. Because I love them all. I love them all. These are gifts for Anime Club. Hello socks. Or potential gifts for nieces and nephews who are starting to get into anime. They were on sale. Okay, so I'm getting into Spy Family pretty hardcore. Derek and I both love it. I actually, my friend Lexi, her daughter, who's 15, kind of a story. I hope she doesn't mind sharing. So when she was 12, she got into that gotcha life, which my friends at Fredericktown was said could be very inappropriate. But I think it's because you write your own stories. But this young lady's like, she's like me. See, when I was a little girl, she's as innocent as a newborn lamb. Very respectful, mature young lady, but very innocent. And I adore that about her. I adore her in general. And she got teased, though, for playing gotcha life to the point that, like, she almost deleted her account. And she had, like, the script story that she was writing. And when I heard that, it made me very sad. So she slowly made a character before I came over, showed it to me. It looked very nice. It's very big-eyed, kawaii, Chubby style. And, sorry, Socks was trying to get in the backpack. I know. You want to hear the story. Come here. Sorry. Kitty butt. Oh. Hold on, you're stuck on my shorts. She's a mess. But anyway, so, I mean, I got made fun of all the time, but it wasn't as normal to get into anime back when I was younger. It wasn't like as taboo like in the 70s and 80s when it was Japanimation. But it was very new. Yeah, that does sound good without the hot sauce, though. Oh, sorry. Oh, somebody's being clingy. But yeah, so she made a character. We watched it, and I was showing her the manga, and she kind of was lingering, and she's like, I've always was interested in this. I'm like, really? She goes, yeah, but I didn't want to get made fun of. So I was like, and I don't know where to start. And her mom is very good. Like, ratings are serious. So she's 15. She's innocent. And I know some animes are kind of not up that alley. So I was like, well, let's start with a couple. So I was giving her some suggestions. She liked Fruits Basket. She liked that idea. So I bought her first manga with my teacher discount at BAM. And I bought her that one and Spy Family, because Spy Family is still only $10, which for a manga nowadays is very, very reasonable. That's how they were $8 to $9, eight to 10, sorry. Maybe 11 on a blue moon back in my day when I was in high school. But yeah, I've seen some now, like a regular small volume for like $15, depending on the company. So it's kind of ridiculous. So I bought her those because I also got the buy one, get one free deal on top of the 20%. And then we were at home and she's like, I think I want to watch Spy Family. I said, okay, well, both of those, luckily, Fruits Basket and Spy Family are on Hulu for free, which they had. And we ended up watching 6 episodes, and her mom got into it just as much. So on their vacation a couple of days ago to Wisconsin, the young lady was showing her boyfriend's spy family, and they all started loving it. So they went through their Hot Topic up there and all got blind bags with keychains. And Lexi has she got Becky on her key ring. I was like, oh, so I feel really good. And I explained to them like how you read right to left instead of, right to left instead of left to right. I explained that. I explained what a wrapped means, a wrapped manga. I explained the rating system. I explained what the light novel was, because sometimes people get confused with that. And then I also got a Your Lie in April when we went to Barnes & Noble after that, because this young lady plays the violin and she likes tearjerkers. So I was like, hey, there you go. So now she has 3 manga to start. I don't want to overwhelm her. And I already have a running list that I can give her mom once she's finishing up those. Because nowadays there's so much anime and so much manga to start and, just dive in with no clue or friends to help you. And, her parents didn't know anything. I think that would be overwhelming. I think I came at a good time where the pacing was just right. Yep. I remember all those. I'm sure Sailor Moon will be on my list as well. I almost forgot about Cardcaptors, but since the protagonist is so young, even though it's adorable and has a great story and beautiful, beautiful drawings in the manga, I didn't think that'd be good to relate to for a first manga. I thought characters, she's 15, around that age would be better. And then if she likes it, or figures out, like Sailor Moon, for example, likes the magic girl genre and just wants something sweet but with substance, I would definitely go back to Cardcaptors. And then if she likes that, when she gets older, that can introduce her to some of Clamp's a little more mature titles that are just as good as well. So yeah, I thought about all this. I thought about some good ones with cats, because their family has cats, which are precious. One of them slept with me. His name was Angus. The other one, Prince. He would acknowledge me, but that's about it. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. So Spy Family, it's really good. I love it. So this is my 3rd one of Mr. Lloyd Forger. I always want to say Folger, or Spy. He's very dapper. He reminds me of Jeremy Darrington. Which, by the way, Jacob, if you don't mind and you haven't done it yet, if you've read, I know you've read all the Spirit Vision, but if you read Hunter and Bringer or Monsters and Mortals as well, any book of mine you've read, since you're almost 25 now, good sir, you're old enough. If you don't mind writing a review for me on Amazon for those books, I would greatly appreciate it. I am about, I think, 11 reviews away on Hunter and Bringer for me to be ordered, in order for me to get on Amazon's book recommended list, which will spike up the algorithm quite a bit to get me more exposure to other people who are browsing for books. If I get 50 reviews, and I get in an Amazon newsletter. So that's pretty cool also, which will help spike the algorithms as well. It's all about algorithms. I think the first Spirit Vision, I think I need 13 more reviews for that. So thank you. I appreciate it. And it doesn't have to be anything like long or drawn out. I love your opinions, obviously. But you could just do a star and say, I like this book, or this book is awesome, or I did not like this book, which will still make me sad, but they care about reviews, not the scores when they do those algorithms. So yeah, any of my books you've read, and they're all on my Amazon and Morgan Strong Comic. And anybody who ever reads my books, it doesn't matter if it's audiobook form, ebook form, or paperback form. I do suggest, though, if you listen to the audiobook ever, to do a review not only on Amazon's page, but go to my Audible page, also Morgan Strong Comic, find the audiobook version, and also do a separate review there. And just maybe add a little section about what you thought about my narrators, be it Abby for Spirit Vision or Lexi and Logan for Hunter and Bringer, because they only get those ratings. They don't get the book ratings on Amazon. Does that make sense? Kind of, sort of? Okay. Anyway, Mr. Folger looking dapper in his party outfit. They have some pretty Yor ones, but the eyes look wrong, at least in the pictures I've seen. So I do want to get a nice Yor. I've got a sitting one of her in her foreign princess outfit, And I got a sitting one of Lloyd in his classic green spy. But now I've got casual one. And the sweater vest had texture, guys. I was just like, oh my gosh. Sega actually makes some pretty good figures nowadays, which is awesome. And I got some cell phone charms, which are Japanese, also from Sega, for like $5 a piece of all three of the family. I think all three. Or maybe it was, I know I got your and Lloyd and Bond, the dog. Maybe I didn't get Anya. Maybe I don't think they had Anya. What do you mean get them individually, hon? Like you can purchase them now, or if you have an Audible and you want to use your monthly credit on one, you can do that as well. But yeah, so this is awesome. It's from Japan. It's normally $30. I did not spend $30. I had hot cash, so I got it for like 15. And I think that's it, because I got a big box in here, but it's a present, so I can't show that one. Oh no, I got two more. Okay. I'm just talking. Should have ended a lot sooner. I forgot I ordered this like a month and a half ago. Apparently it was on back order. I didn't even realize. I got one of those floaty pins that was Twilight, the vampire one. Not Twilight, not this Twilight. And it's Little Mermaid for the 30th. And it's just a simple pin. And the Ariel's swimming real slow in the bubbles. This was something that came around when I was popular. Yeah, real simple. I got the Edward one just because why not? And then there's a Sonic and Tails one that's kind of cute, but they're all blue, different shades of blue. Oh, sorry. A subscription for 2 audio. Okay, so you're not subscribed, hun, to Audible? Is that what you're saying? Because this sounds terrible. I'm not either. I can't afford it. My husband is, Derek is, but we can't share accounts. I mean, I guess we could, but it would be too much. I don't want to take his free one. And I need to try. Actually, he said he finally would listen to mine eventually. I just need to send him again. Yeah, you can buy them though, hun, on Amazon, and you listen to them. Yeah. So you go to Audible. What they do is if you buy it, you get an email code. Then you go to the special Audible link that they give you in the email, and you type in it's a long code, I'm not going to lie, but you type in the code, and then it's there for you in your library on your app. So I have a free Audible account, and I get free codes from other authors in exchange for honest reviews. I actually work with Lexi and Logan's company, Pink Flamingo Productions, and I sign up to get free codes, and you have 2 weeks to listen to the book, no matter how long it is, because I've listened to an hour and 45-minute book, and I've listened to a 19-hour book, which quite a distinction. But then you have to give a detailed, honest review on Audible for them. So, oh, did you not know that? Yes, for individual audiobooks. So you would purchase it on Amazon. Like you would do a normal book, click the audiobook link, you would purchase it, and then they will send you a code. And as long as you have the Audible app downloaded, then you'll get an email with the code. You plug it in, and then, you bought it, so you should be able to listen to it, and you can listen to it anytime you want. So you don't have to have a subscription, as far as I know. They're going to try to make you get a subscription, though. I'm not going to lie. I know for a while they're having like 3 months of Audible for 99 cents. But it's okay. If I'm confusing you, let me know. Oh, and then I've had these before a couple times on the channel. So it's the princesses with their national desserts. I'm only missing Aurora with her butt cake because she's French. Moana, some kind of molasses thing. And Tiana with, which I'm sure are her beignets. Oh my gosh, the pop trick's working again. Oh, I got Moana! Yay! All right, So that means I'm going to buy the other two online. I'm going to get Aurora with the buns cake, and I'm going to get Tiana with the beignets. So, because this is an 11 set, and I've been pretty lucky. I've got a couple duplicates, of course, but. And then let's try this Sailor Moon. And Jacob, if you want to, I know my messenger has been terrible lately, like several months. And actually, I talked to a lot of people, and their messenger has been really weird. Like my friend Drew, I told her not to pick me up Thursday from the train station in St. Louis because I stayed an extra day until Friday. Marissa was going to pick me up, and I sent it on Messenger, and she never got it. So she was calling me like, "Hey, I'm here," and I felt terrible, so I sent her some gas money. But I'm just like, oh my God. So, but their messengers have been acting up. A lot of people I know, their messenger and cell service is acting up. So, but still, go ahead and message me, and I can walk you step by step if you want to buy the audiobooks. That would be awesome. Or if not, if you just want to do the reviews on the 3 Spirit Visions, and if you read Hunter and Bringer and or Monsters and Mortals, I'd appreciate that. On Sailor Moon. Yay. All right, friends. That's it. I talked a lot more about book stuff and trying to fight the system and Audible, but that's okay. So thank you so much. If you want to join my Patreon, that would be fantastic. It's patreon.com/MorganSComnick. All the money that we use, actually, if you don't know, that money goes to pay Abby for doing the Spirit Vision series currently. And then my crowdfunding goes to help me pay for Monsters and Mortals and Hunter and Bringer, because since there's 2 of them, they have a union contract, so they have to at least minimum charge $250 every recorded hour, which they can tell you it's 3 times to 4 times that long to between edits and mistakes and stuff. And Abby, what I do is I do a royalty share, so I pay her so much up front as kind of like a down payment, and then she gets like 20% of any audiobook bought. So that's really awesome. So yeah. All right, Jacob, thanks for joining. Everybody, thanks for joining. I'll let you know how Barbie is. I'm looking forward to it because I've always been a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, but just a nerdy one. All right, you guys take care. I'll talk to you next time. Ja.